Hey Outlaws, and welcome back to Digitally Twisted Games. It's been a long time since we've done this. But Jay and I, we're going to branch out a little bit through games, expand our horizons a little bit. Just don't always want to be, talk about Berserk and media and everything else with video games. We want to include video games too. So today, I want to talk a little bit about Starfield. Now, for me, Starfield kind of came out of nowhere. I was like a little out of touch with video games for quite some time, so I'm just getting back into it. But it sounds promising. Now, unfortunately, a certain individual named Todd Howard, who, if you ever followed Jim Sterling a few years ago, which for me it has been a few years since I've listened to Jim Sterling, I have no idea what he's up to these days, you would know that when Todd Howard talks about something, it's usually kind of jacked up. Like Bethesda, especially with the whole, oh my lord, the Fallout 76, that was a nightmare. I missed out reporting that one. If I did, have I been around back then? Probably be huge by now, but whatever. Now, they did come out, talk big about it, saying it's pretty good. Now, some people, they feel positive about Starfield. As some people, they feel like this one right here. Get the microphone a little bit closer. They feel a little worried about it. Feel a little worried about the scale. And I can really honestly understand that. Jay and I just started playing Cyberpunk 2077 after it's been out for, I think, a little over a year now, getting close to 2 years, well, a year and a half. And I bought it like a year ago, and I just let it sit in my Steam library, and I just let it slowly just stack up on patches. I saw what everybody was saying about it. That was another big one. And it was just a nightmare. CD Projekt Red really did a number on themselves. And just recently now they're talking about how their quality assurance people we're doing the right thing. We're checking bugs. But that's a whole other story. So some people are worried about the scale of it. That's going to be like another another Cyberpunk where it's like a lot of open space, a lot of open empty spaces. And I'll be honest with you, Cyberpunk 2077 has a lot of dead open space that really, I feel like CD Projekt Red could just keep adding DLC for years to come and just rake in the cash and build this awesome, huge game based off of just that empty landscape. But supposedly they're ditching that engine, so that's not going to happen. Anyways, that's not here nor there. Let's get back to Starfield before I start turning to Cyberpunk 2077. Right now, they're kind of concerned about it. Like Todd Howard put it, here's the exact quote. Over 100 systems, over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore. Good Lord, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's like, I remember, I tried Star Citizen with my son. Him and I were playing for a while. We got like one of those little ships that could have like up to a crew of like, I think it was like 3 or 4. And I would be in the cockpit, the pilot seat, and he'd be up in the gunner, and we did horrible. Like, it didn't play well in our games. It was also super buggy. Like, there's like one point where my son phased out of the turret as the ship was moving, and he was going down the ladder. He went, phew. So, yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's like, don't go down the path of Star Citizen, Bethesda. Like, don't do it. And it's like, and then okay, let's get back to this article. On cue, the camera zoomed out, revealing countless nodes on an overwhelmingly extensive illustration of the universe. Okay, so it's huge. There's much to do. I would be careful by saying there's much to do. There's probably much to see. Now, the article does say there's much to do and see at Starfield, but will these experiences have depth? I don't know. I don't know about that. So, No Man's Sky, they showed tons of stuff, seamless travel, and then they had No Man's Sky had tons of issues when it came out. So a lot of people are questioning Starfield, like whether or not it will actually produce a good product. Will Bethesda actually deliver? That's kind of the thing right now in everybody's mind is it going to deliver a meaningful, good storyline experience? Is it going to be, I don't know if it's multiplayer. I know it says RPG, but that could be just like the Elder Scrolls. They could pull that off. That might be interesting too. Have a galaxy full of that. I personally am still a big fan of single-player games. I think they're great. I think they're fantastic. Yeah, they don't rake in as much as like microtransaction-riddled video games or non-video games, cell phone games. Like I avoid cell phone games like the plague. Years and years back, I played some, but no. We'll see. I didn't read. I read through this earlier. I didn't see anything about that, but it's like you could like build your ship. There's crafting, base ship, all that customization. But like, take that with a grain of salt, because like in the past we've heard about lots of customization, shift, crafting, character character customization. You get like 8 hairstyles, all of them like modern age, where like girls look like they just want to shave their head and flop over. Newsflash: I think I've seen maybe like 3 girls in real life with that kind of a haircut, and none of them look good. Most women still have like normal haircuts. Like, why can't we bring back some of those? Just throwing it out there. Okay, but what we do know is that there appears to be some kind of alien space form or dead space form, something like that. This article from PC Games kind of compared it to like either Dead Space or Aliens. Aliens not really being dead, but Dead Space with a necromorphs. Those are pretty scary. Well done. Hopefully they're not trying to copy and paste that. And then Aliens, well, that was just a creepy unknown alien inside a bunch of space freighters spaceship, and they were basically being wiped out one by one, or, you know, aliens versus Predator, that kind of craziness. So, yeah, obviously with a big space game like Starfield, you're going to have some kind of contact with space aliens. In this case, it looks like, see from this picture right here, they decided to make that, like, a bad one. A lot of bad experience. So, supposedly also, during the trailer, and I haven't looked at the trailer yet, a player discovered a much-memed space cheese sandwich. Which, in case you're giving 2 craps about that, is that right there. Literally a cheese sandwich just sitting there next to, like, it looks like a space soda with a space assault rifle. Cool. Excellent. I could not care less. Now, in the trailer, there's a little spot where it's written on, let's see if I can find that picture. There it is. On a wall where it says, "They are coming." Space zombies, space demons, space aliens, space necromorphs, whatever. I'll be honest, it's an impressive feat for any storytellers these days to create an enemy that is original and terrifying. Okay, I had to take a phone call, so we're back. Yep. All right. Space aliens, all that stuff. Like, I kind of feel like that's been done a lot, so we'll see how well they do it. This looks like it would suck. It looks like our character right now has like a little pistol, and I don't see any blood splatter on this thing, so whatever's chasing at him, probably not going to be a good day. Not a good day at all. All right, so that's a couple things going on there. So we know we've got huge open world. Some people are worried maybe a little too open. Like, again, 100 systems, 1,000 planets. That seems a bit excessive. If it's crafting, obviously you're going to be banging rocks together just like freaking every single survival game. I mean, look, it's fun to build in these survival games. I'll be the first to admit it. I've played 7 Days to Die. I've played Ark. Played Valheim. I've played The Island. The Island was weird. I'll skip on that one again. What was that one, Jenny? Empyrean. I liked Empyrean the most, although it's a pain in the butt to get working, and it needs a lot of love still. But great. Empyrean's a great game if you want to build a spaceship. It's phenomenal. It's fun. But yeah, I'm kind of tired of banging rocks together and mining stuff. So if that's your jam, go for it. But for me, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so a lot going on in Starfield. A lot promised. Unfortunately, it's coming from the mouth of Todd Howard. So, I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the enemies. Okay, we already talked about the space aliens. So let's take a look at the gameplay demo, blah, blah, blah. Space combat. Okay, so I did see this part, actually, when some people were talking about it. The space combat is like this little 2 ships. All I saw was 2 ships flying around. You can shoot at each other. And enemies can ambush using faster than light warps. Now, one of the things I remember that Star Citizen promised was the ability to have like clans or fleets or, you know, whatever. Large groups of real people working together, flying huge battle cruisers, battleships, space freighters, space, like, just whatever. Pick a thing that's a giant spaceship with tons of people inside of it. Lots of freaking laser beams. Okay. I don't know if they ever fell through with that. I mean, Star Citizen's like a huge scam at this point. It's ridiculous that they still have not finished it and probably never will finish it. It's just like, hey, just keep giving us money. And when I mentioned earlier when my son and I played, we refunded all that stuff. We're like, yeah, no, this is ridiculous. And it was worth it, too. It was worth to refund it. Anyways, whatever. You like Star Citizen? Cool. not for me, not at all. Anyways, okay, so the space combat supposedly is more dangerous. Like, people can literally ambush you with flight speed. And again, I'll reiterate, I kind of hope that they're smart enough to do a multiplayer or some kind of way to set up like a really smart AI team where you can have like huge space battles, and you can have like giant like battleships, space battleships, whatever, come out, and you can have entire crews and like fleets just like attack and destroy each other. I always think that'd be lots of fun. I mean, if you're the kind of online personality that can get like hundreds of people to fill in a giant space battleship, whatever, Star Cruiser, what do you want to call it, Star Destroyer, for lack of better words, or lack of better comparisons, go for it. Most of us, we're lucky if we get like 2 or 3 friends to jump on there and play with us, okay? Never mind 1 or 2. So that would be kind of cool to see. Now, one-on-one fighting, okay, that's kind of nifty. There you see it right here. Once again, like you can see like this GIF playing over and over again. And I got a couple of starships shooting each other. Sure. It sounds cool. It also sounds like they're promising a lot. And the problem is that they might be over-promising. And that's my main concern too. Because, like, you know, we've been burned pretty bad. If you play video games, especially AAA games, and I get it, some people just like, I just want to play a game, I don't care. I disagree with you. It's got to be polished. It's got to be finished. Okay? This whole excuses that we've let slide too many times of like, oh, it can come out and still not be complete. No. It's got to be polished up. It's got to be out. It's got to be all perfect, okay? Anyways, I think it looks cool, but I feel like they're just trying to snag too many different things from other games, like Dead Space. Ooh, creepy aliens from Dead Space. Oh, giant 20 million planets from like Star Citizen. Throw that in there, okay? Oh, crafting and everything from like Ark and Empyrean and all the other 20 million survival games. Oh yeah, put that in there, okay. Cool graphics from, yeah, any other game. Yeah, let's put that there. Okay, Bethesda. Yeah, let's just all pull it in there and pile it together and make it work. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic, but we'll see. Anyways, Outlaws, glad to get the channel back going again. If you've been here this long, like and subscribe. We need a love. Jenny and I are going to start doing Let's Plays. Not Let's Plays, but close to something like that, where you watch us play around with it. We're going to do Cyberpunk 2077 first. We're going to put a bunch of ridiculous mods on there. Not too many crazy mods. Maybe not adult mods, because that would just, you know, not get us any traction at all, because it'll get us slapped with that 18+ rating, which some of our music videos sometimes get us with. But anyways, let us know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm just a jerk, or if I'm an idiot, I don't know what I'm talking about. Put that in the comment section, because regardless, it helps me out in the algorithm. All right, Outlaws. See you next time.